Kayleigh McEnany is a former White House press secretary and host of Saturday in America. So Barack's back, hasn't gone anywhere. He's just back playing puppet master. Hey, when's this going to stop?
Yeah, and what's interesting is I don't think for all of the, kind of hype around Barack Obama, and he has that, he's a great orator. I will give him that. He knows how to give a speech. But for all of this bravado of being the kingmaker, it occurs to me, I'm not sure if President Obama was even eligible to run again for, let's say, a third term. He could win because the entire political model has changed, Jesse. What we just watched, the crafted lines, the beautiful oratory, that's of yesteryear. People want authenticity. They want a brand. They want someone they can relate to. They want someone like Trump who could sit down and just spitball for an hour or two with Joe Rogan. I don't know that Barack Obama could do that in the same way. And I don't know that the Democratic Party has someone that can replicate the Trump model, because I think the Trump model is the new model. And I think there are at least two people on the Republican side who have that it factor. I'm searching and with want for that individual's name on the Democratic side.
And why does he always say, I want to relax, I want to retire, but I can't. The Democrats need me so much. They keep pulling me back. I have to save them. And it's so bad. It's like, Michelle, she misses me, but I have to save the country. What is that about?
He loves it. I mean, let's be real. To be president of the United States, there has to be a little piece of you that is craving for attention. And I think he looks and he watches President Trump at these briefings, commanding the airwaves, and he misses it. I think once you've been there, that's in you. So he can't put it down. And his attempts at being kingmaker simply don't work. Like when he ousted Joe Biden belatedly, paving the way for Kamala, giving his seal of approval, it hasn't worked. And the Democratic voters would be wise to wake up and say, this guy ain't it. He's not the person to find the way forward. He's the guy with the Soviet-style library that's checking IDs. Oh, wait, I thought we didn't check IDs. The Save America Act, where's that, by the way? That's the guy you're left with. I would take the guy with the big, shiny entrepreneurial library that's about to be built in Miami. We've all seen the renderings. It's a new and a brighter way forward. He can keep the Soviet-style library.
Yeah, he's good for raising cash. But if I'm a Democrat, I'm not letting him get near the convention. Every time he touches it, it collapses. If it's Kamala and Newsom and they're slugging it out, you know what? Put Barack on a cruise ship and just sail it away. It's only going to cause more damage.
Yeah. Put him on the cruise ship. Make sure it's a safe cruise ship. Keep him away from the Democratic primary. That's the best plan, Jesse. Not giving free advice to the left, but that's the best plan.
Okay. We're not saying he has to go on the cruise with Michelle. Just get out of Dodge.
Right.
Kayleigh, good to see you. Thank you. Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.